Thank you so much for tuning in for my part 2 video of things I wish I had known before going to a music conservatoire. If you haven't watched the part 1 of this video, I will put the link in the info section, so please feel free to check it out. And please enjoy. The next one is plan. P-L-A-N, plan. Manage your time wisely, including time for resting and all. It's very stressful when you have a lot going on. When I was in my busiest times, I can have teaching, chamber concerts, orchestra rehearsals and lessons all on the same day, from morning 9 a.m. till night 9 p.m. 12 hours non-stop. I was really stressful and got, I don't know if that's the right thing, right pronunciation, tonsillitis. Anyway, like my throat was very swollen and I didn't want to eat anything. I don't have any appetite at all. I was so stressful. All I think about is what I'm gonna do next, what the amount of work that I need to get done with. Coursework, so many. I was very depressed and couldn't get any practice at all. But one thing you knew was you couldn't stop. You've got exam, you've got coursework, deadlines, you've got concerts, so much stuff going on. This is something I find really, really useful to me, is to write it down. So I started to keep a schedule book. Every details of what I'm going to do each day, I write it down. I have a monthly planner and a yearly planner, and that I write down everything that I plan to do, write down every concert I've got, and then I make it clear to me that what I have in this month, in the week, in the year. And then this one is a really extra add-on to your schedule, is a small booklet. I have a small booklet. It really saved me a lot of attention, and every time when I want to know what's next, I just needed to look at the booklet to remind myself, without reminding myself how much work I need to do the whole day. I wrote down every little detail, as small breaks, lunch breaks, anything I could think of when I'm doing my schedule. And I know everything is nicely planned out, so I don't have to worry about tomorrow. Even the whole month I don't have to worry about, because I can visualize that everything is planned out. So in the schedule book I would write down pieces I need to work on, to sort out the priority, especially when I have loads to practice. I make sure I leave time for each of the pieces without worrying the lack of preparation before the concert or the competition. I would even plan and write what I need to work on every day before I do my practice. For example, I've got Brahms, Bach, Mendelssohn Quartet, and some other pieces to do. So then I would tell myself, okay, today I'm going to focus on Brahms Sonata, the first 2 movements, and then I would do a bit of Mendelssohn, third movement, and do some scales. I would write everything down, and to really have a record, really. Because sometimes if you don't keep a record, I will be forgetting what I practiced a few days back then. It's just a way to keep track on your practicing and make sure you leave time for each of the pieces. So the next thing I wish somebody had told me before I went to college is, you are not perfect. For so many times after each performance, I would criticize myself very badly. I would feel bad about the whole performance, thinking that I've made all the wrong shifts, I've put all the wrong fingers. Try asking any musicians if they've ever made any mistakes at all on stage. The answer will always be a solid yes. There won't be a so-called perfect performance. Let me put it like that. Today you went to a concert by Yu Jiaowang. You might not like it very much, but your friend might say, oh, I don't like her style. But you have to know that you've done your best, and even you think that you could have done better. But realize that a performance is very different from how you practice in a practice room by yourself. It's only you, but in a performance there are audience. It could be 10, 30, 100. And it's normal to feel nervous and even to make some mistakes if you're not practicing. Even when you're practicing in your room, you make mistakes, right? So it's totally normal when you make some mistakes in performance. It's really normal. And my advice to you is practice, practice, practice. Practice makes perfect, or better for certain. The more you practice performing, the less nervous you will get and the better you would perform eventually in the future, and that's for sure. The second thing is learn to appreciate your own playing. This is very important. I've got friends that they will criticize their playing so much, but it's fine to everybody. It's a really good performance, but she will be like, oh, I did very badly. I don't want anybody to listen to that. Try not to be too hard on yourself. No matter how you play, there must be some good things. Now, I'm not telling you to be overly confident in your own playing, but you must know that everyone has their own quality that is worth to be noticed, that is worth to be learned, that is worth to be appreciated. Again, record your own performances. Ask your family, ask your friend in the audience to record your performances. It might surprise you. It might sound so much better than you've expected, really. But again, try to appreciate your own performances when you're looking back. Don't try to find all the mistakes you've made. We all make mistakes. But of course, it is always helpful to look into the things that you want to improve in your performance for your future performances, that's for sure. Okay, the last thing is be proactive. Why I put it to the last is because I think this is the most important for me. And I really hope somebody had told me before I went to college. So be proactive, participate in as much as project as you can, and you will learn a lot. When I was in my first year, I was really passive. I really mainly focused on my own practicing. There are many opportunities that are provided in college that we could register to play in some concerts, some chamber concerts, some lunchtime concert. And I felt like I wasn't good enough, and I just want to improve my playing so desperately. So I was just practicing every day, just myself. And I realized that I just ignored so many opportunities to perform and to make friends and just to actively to be part of the college's community. And in my final year, I only realized that time flies. It's my final year here, and I only wish I had done more in the past years. So, my advice for this one is be open-minded with different opportunities. Even if it's things you've never done before, you have to go on stage barefoot, you have to memorize your score, you have to improvise things, you are going to have any sorts of performing opportunities. Step out of your comfort zone, give yourself a chance to explore what you are capable of, what you can do. Explore yourself, and I assure you that you will be gaining a lot from each of the experience, and each one of them will help you to grow both as a person and a musician. Remember, you are a person and then you are a musician. For this video, I've made up a quote. Not made up, I've came up with a quote that I want to share with you guys. Embrace the challenge, the change, and the unknown, and you will be surprised by where life can take you to. So that's all for today. Thank you for watching this video, and I've put links down below to my college tour that I did in the previous videos. There are 2 parts. If you're interested in my school and interested in life in a conservatoire, feel free to check it out. Please stay safe and healthy, and I'll see you next time.